Live from the Don and Lorena Meyer studio at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln's College of Journalism and Mass Communications, this is Nebraska Nightly.
Good afternoon and welcome to Nebraska Nightly. I'm Austin Ockingay.
And I'm Colby Ty.
This morning, a woman was fatally shot by police outside an Omaha Walmart. That's our top story tonight. A terrifying kidnapping at a Nebraska Walmart store ended with police fatally shooting a woman. Omaha police say that a woman approached a 3-year-old child and his caretaker inside the Omaha store. Police have yet to identify the woman. Using a knife to threaten the caretaker, she kidnapped the child. By the time police arrived, she was with him in the parking lot. She refused commands to drop the knife and cut the boy's cheek. At least one officer fired his weapon, killing her.
The suspect commands, at what time. There is video that shows the suspect swiping the knife at the child, cutting him across the face. Officers at that time, at least one officer fired their weapon, and the suspect is deceased at this scene.
Police say the caretaker did not know the woman. Walmart says that they are helping the police in their investigation. The child is being treated at the hospital and is expected to survive his injuries.
The conflict in Iran has now entered its 7th week, and tensions are flaring once again, as Vice President J.D. Vance and Iranian officials failed to reach a peace deal this weekend in Islamabad, since the Department of War has deployed a naval blockade of major Iranian ports in the Strait of Hormuz, according to the Associated Press, putting pressure on oil supply. Gas prices are expected to rise. Since last month, the people of Lincoln have seen a 30-cent increase for a gallon of regular at the gas pump, according to AAA.
It's a beautiful day here in Lincoln. Let's see if that weather will continue throughout the week.
Forecaster Owen Snodgrass has the upcoming temperatures we can expect. Owen?
Yeah, definitely some beautiful weather we've had across Lincoln today. 86 degrees here and wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour, bringing it down just a little bit, but overall a fairly warm day. And those temperatures across the state kind of tell the same story. Over here in Omaha and Lincoln, 80s. And as you go further west, those temperatures will drop down to the 70s and 60s, even in Chadron and Scotts Bluff. Those temperatures tonight will drop down to 54 with scattered thunder showers in the area. Before tomorrow, we have clear days. The showers should be clearing out in the morning, and then some thunderstorms building in the afternoon. Again, something to keep an eye on as you go throughout your day tomorrow. And this is our SPC's outlook for severe weather today. You can see Lincoln's around the edge of that slight risk, 2 out of 5. They're more in this marginal risk here, and that's because we'll have some showers coming out of the south here, as well as some possibly developing along the line right up here through Columbus and moving eastwards. Main threat will be just hail and some damaging winds there. And as tomorrow, you can see this threat moves further off to the east, but there's still some light green across here. We can see, again, some more thunder showers develop Grand Island to Columbus, and again, moving off to the east. Nothing really happening there on Thursday, but as we go into Friday, those chances build up even more again. We see here in Lincoln already a slight risk and almost in an enhanced risk, 3 out of 5. This day will bring about all severe hazards. Now the question lies where this line will set up, and that'll get refined as we get closer, but overall keep an eye out for Friday. And this is all due to a jet stream that we have over place. You can see this is Friday here. This is a main storm, but you can see right now what we have is the winds pushing off, moving out of the plains, and then this another system moving down Friday. This is what will bring us this severe weather. And we look at the rain chances. Again, Wednesday and Friday are our best chances for rain. And as you go throughout the rest of the week, those chances kind of die down. And next week, not too much there at the start, but as we go throughout the middle of the next week, you'll see those chances rise once again. And here, your 7-day forecast, 70s and 80s through Friday, and then we see those storms push through, like I mentioned, and unfortunately, those temperatures could drop down to 30s again here in Lincoln, and Saturday morning, chance of some snow. Now, it's not for certain, and it's more likely across northeast and north central Nebraska, but the chance is definitely there. And those temperatures will rebound as you go throughout the rest of next week, 60s and 70s through Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But overall, back to your normal April temperatures. That's all for the weather for now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Owen. A new music and recording studio is open in downtown Lincoln, giving people a creative space inside the walk-in studio, The Music Box.
The studio offers access to recording equipment and high-level technology to bring together students. local artists, and a space where the community can collaborate.
Downtown can truly be an incubator, and this is something that can really excite people of all ages to want to be involved and hone their craft here in this space and kind of grow in downtown Lincoln artistically, and hopefully want to stay here too.
To learn more, visit mbxlnk.com.
The sound of music is starting to replace the sounds of construction over at the western side of City Campus. Nebraska Nightly reporter Hudson Carrico reports the wait is nearly over for students at the Glen Corf School of Music.
It's the same sounds, same name, but in a new place. New Westbrook, or Westbrook Music Building 2.0, is nearing the end of its construction, which started in December of 2022.
Even though construction wasn't complete at the time, the music building opened its doors at the start of the school year. But as the spring semester comes to a close and construction wraps up, there's a new wave of excitement for students and staff at the Glen Corf School of Music.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. I'm excited, but also anxious because they've been telling us that the whole building will be done by a certain point. It was supposed to be done by the fall, but we know that it will be done at some point, and when it is, it will be the greatest thing ever.
The $75 million project, funded by the Nebraska legislature through LB 384, mixes aspects of the old and new building. The project also provides cutting-edge facilities, which Rose Johnson, an admin tech for the school, says is quite the upgrade from its predecessor.
Well, it's just so beautiful. The building is large and roomy, and the old building was kind of dark and a little dank, and this is just bright and cheerful.
Despite the modern amenities, being a student in a half-finished building poses a unique set of challenges.
The old part that they're renovating is still being built, and that's where all of our lockers are. That's where the new music education wing is going to be. But they've been very adaptive and responsive, and I really appreciate our faculty for taking that into account.
There's a saying that goes, "Good things come to those who wait." For students and staff at the Glen Corf School of Music, the wait is nearly over. Nebraska Nightly, Hudson Carrico.
Coming up next.
A key Nebraska basketball player has announced his return to the program.
And the NCAA has put a Big Ten football program on probation.
Stick with us.
Welcome back to Nebraska Nightly. I'm Chloe Brady. Nebraska baseball is coming off a 1-3 record this past weekend, falling out of the top 25. Huskers are looking to bounce back tonight versus the in-state rival Creighton Blue Jays. First pitch is scheduled on Big Ten Network at 6:02. This will be the 154th all-time meeting, with the Big Ten holding the record of 88, 64-2. Nebraska also won the previous matchup this season back in March, winning 6-5. Looking ahead, the Huskers will face off against USC this weekend in a series starting on Friday. Nebraska basketball announced on Monday that Bryce Sanford will return for his senior season. Last season, Sanford led the Huskers in scoring, averaging 18.1 points per game in a historic season for the Big Red. Sanford excelled behind the three-point line last season, shooting over 40% and breaking the school record for threes made in a season with 129. Sanford held plenty of options this offseason, including entering the NBA draft. Nebraska has also returned key contributors Braden Frager and Cale Jacobson for next season. To Big Ten football news, Iowa football will be forced to vacate 13 wins from the 2023 season following an investigation on recruiting tampering violations in the 2022 transfer portal. Head coach Kirk Fentz and assistant coach Don Budmeyer had been in contact with a student athlete who was enrolled at another NCAA school at the time who had not yet entered the transfer portal. On top of the NCAA sanctions, Iowa placed a self-imposed 2-week ban on all football recruiting communication during the 2026 calendar year. The NCAA Division I committee decided that on Tuesday, April 14th. That's all, guys. Back to you at the desk.
If you're heading to Haymarket Park tonight, you sure are in for good weather.
Owen, what conditions can the Husker baseball fans expect to see later this evening?
You're absolutely right. We've got some beautiful weather set up here in Lincoln for baseball tonight versus Creighton. And it's definitely going to be some pleasant weather. 86 right around tip-off, or the start of the game, 86 right around the start of the game, and even before the game. Those temperatures will drop as you go throughout the day, and cloud cover increasing with a possible chance of thunder showers as you get toward the end and later parts into the evening. However, overall, some great weather. I mean, great weather we're having here, especially for baseball.
Yeah, I mean, weather's great out. I saw your 7-day forecast. I know it's supposed to get cold, but honestly, I'm ready to put my coats and my long pants away. It's time for shorts. It's time for tanning. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely. I'm sure looking forward to getting back out to Haymarket Park. Should be a great turnout tonight against Creighton and leading into a crucial series against USC, third in the Big Ten over the course of the weekend. Should be amazing baseball weather. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, and I think the Husker community over here looking for some wins after dropping out of the top 25, so a lot to look forward to this next week.
Thanks for tuning in to Nebraska Nightly.
Be sure to follow us on social media at Nebraska Nightly.
Our next live show is this Friday at 4:30 p.m.
Have a great night.
Nebraska Nightly is a production of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln's College of Journalism and Mass Communications.